Assalamualaikum and greeting to our panel today. Also to the audience. My name Muhammad Shafinas Beramli as a moderator in our webinar. Okay, let do the webinar right now. In this COVID-19 pandemic, the government has taken the alternative of learning online. This this is because do not want to slow down the learning of the student. This issue is hotly debated by the mass media. Because of that, our forum this time is titled The Pros and Cons of Learning Online. Before that, I have invited a panel that is a knowledge on the issue to the give their view on a current issue. Without wasting any more time, I will introduce the invitation panel this time, which variety different of background. Okay, first panel as a teacher, his name is Muhammad Farhan Aiman bin Salim. Second panel as a parent, Firdaus Sakinah binti Deraman. Third panel as a student is Nur Hazikah binti Muhammad Basir. The last panel as a lecturer, Dr. Syarul Mubarak. Next, we will continue with our discussion. First, I will choose Teacher Farhan as a teacher to give his opinion or view on this issue. Okay, can you explain, Teacher Farhan, about of learning online?
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to my fellow panels and moderator. Everybody clear with my voice, okay?
Waalaikumsalam, Teacher Farhan, and it very clear your sound.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to thanks to Mr. Moderator for inviting me in today's forums. Okay, nowadays we are all concerned about new methods of study via online, where we can refer as online learning. Today, I will highlight an argument about pros of studying online. In my opinion and views as a teacher, studying online or online learning could establish many advantages and also disadvantages. Let us look into the advantage of having online study. Okay. Teacher who practicing online learning with their student can improve their quality of learning technique and materials. It is known that not all school is provided with sufficient and complete range of learning or teaching equipment, such as computer in the classroom. So it is difficult for teacher to do variety of methods while learning season is in progress. However, in online teaching, teachers are able to make initial preparations before the class begins. Teacher can make many preparations using a variety of good learning applications because teachers are already in front of the laptop and students can use their smartphone and computer during the class. This will help students to have access on the application that teacher us to use in the class. Besides that, in this era of technology, many applications have been developed in order to assist teachers, especially when the teaching and learning is in progress. For example, teacher can use variety methods such as Kahoot to make the quiz season become effective and attractive. Other than that, teacher can also use an interactive video while teaching or explaining the topics to the students. By using these technologies in teaching, it will help to boost students' interest in learning and also enhance their understanding about the subject. Students will also become more focused and can increase their attention while learning. Secondly, online learning can give good effects on the time management. It is more practical in today's life. In my opinion, online learning is an incredible way to compensate for lack of access to teaching and learning information. It is also time dedicated for tracking student progress. The practical benefits to teacher can be measured in the terms of time-based efforts and workload reduction. For example, using applications such as Kahoot and Google Classroom allows teacher to quickly create tests and quiz very fast and effectively. Practical benefits also include the ability to track the submission of digital assignments and reuse or reconstruct a course curriculum using a new course template. Okay, this is my last point. The last point is individual pace. Online learning solutions provide much needed effective for teacher and style with the classroom. Okay, that's all my point from the view of teacher for the benefit of studying online. Okay, thank you. So I pass back to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you to the teacher about your explanation about pros in education online. So I very agree about your explanation, Teacher Pahan, and I like to um, remaining your point. Teacher are able to make initial preparation before the class begin. The second panel is a parent, Firdaus Hakinah binti the Rahman. So we will hear explanation as a parent beside of Firdaus Hakinah. Okay, let's go.
Okay, thank you moderator and all the panelists for for this forum. Okay, education in midst of current crisis change everyone's life. So as a parent, I have a good perspective for this online class, such as financial benefits. So for me as a mom, I need to pay my daughter's college fees and her equipment. But when we started to stay at home and study online, I can provide her food and drinks in front of me. So so that I can serve a good meal for my children and others. So I no need to worry how she will survive. Okay. So for me, money that she spent for transport, rent, and foods and drinks at the college before this can save more budget when studying online. So this is a good signal for parents, especially mom, who always being caring as always. Okay, so we can cut the money and save the budget, so student no need to ticket buy ticket for bus or taxi or another transport. So that's all from me about pros studying online as a mom and a parent. Thank you.
Thank you, Puan Sakina, about your explanation. I understand. So that's why parent like his children uh, study online because at a point of Puan Sakina, uh, he can save budget uh, financial benefit in a college. Okay, thank you for Sakina. We we go next to the panel 3. Okay, panel 3 is student. So we will hear explanation about cross study online as a student. So Cik Nur Hazika can uh, go go to your explanation. Okay.
Okay, thank you to the moderator. Before, first of all, I appreciate the introduction. Before, so it's great to be speaking with all of panel today. Um I'm Hazika as a student. I wish the process of studying online can be quite beneficial for a busy student. The courses are flexible as far as time management because students don't have to commute and sit in a class at a given time during a week, which is we don't need to waste our time on our way to go to the classroom. Okay, then online classes can often be more cost effective than traditional classes and can be done at pace the student is comfortable with. For middle and high school students, the logistics of online courses can also be beneficial. Adding online classes to their regular class load can help struggling or at risk students make up fail or miss credit. By being able to play catch up online, students can graduate on time with their classmates. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Zika. So after I hear the explanation, I really interested. The point is beneficial for a busy student. Okay. Because we can see and hear at mass media, many students do a part time during a study. So when they study online, so they can uh, do two job in one time. So they can save the PTPTN because they do a part time. Okay, let's go to the panel 4. There's a lecturer, Dr. Mubarak. Can you explanation more uh, about pros in online study?
Okay, thank you. Firstly, thank you for inviting me to join this webinar. And thank you, Mr. Shafinas, for the question. So the point is, we can save more energy and time, right? So as a lecturer, we are busy with kids and family. So this is an advantage for us because we don't have to deal with commuting or heavy traffic. So no stress and no pressure. The best thing is we can start or set up the class wherever, such as at kampong or hotel or our comfort home. So like before, sometimes lecturers are very tired and exhausted because we need to move from place to place and class to classes. So with online class, we can save more energy. Then we also can save our time and not waste it with unnecessary things. So I hope this answer clarifies the moderator question. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Uh, your answer is very clarify with my question. Okay, at a point busy with kid and family. So, well, as a lecturer, so I think uh, many many time I hear at media mass, the lecturer have say they can give uh, family and kid time. So while studying online, uh, 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 lecturer can spend more time with kid and family, and the same time they can spend to the online class. So then become a stress and pressure, Right, lecturer Mubarak.
Correct, correct. That's my
Okay,
point.
thank you. So we go next to the cons. So I will back to the teacher Farhan. Hello, teacher Farhan.
Yes, yes, I with you.
Okay, so teacher Farhan, we has here about pros. Now I will want know about cons study online at home. Can you explain to me?
Okay, I will discuss about the cons of online learning. We already know that everything has good and bad effects. Online learning also has its own disadvantage. Firstly, in a teacher's point of view, online learning has effects on the learning seasons itself. Learning season can be less effective than face-to-face meeting with student because teachers doesn't not have full control over the students' behavior during class. It is also because even though teachers and students can meet virtually, they are actually in two different places where they are at their respective house. Teachers cannot fully monitor the preparation of the students while the season is running. We can look into the examples of how students would behave during online class. Some students might attend the class unprepared, other students might sleep while the class is in progress, and they also might perform other tasks rather than put their 100% focus on the season. We can see the comparison when the season is done via face-to-face meeting. Teachers can monitor and have a full control over their students and can easily handle the class until the lesson end. Okay. Secondly, the disadvantage of online learning is the technological constraints such as internet connectivity. While internet penetration has grown in the leaps and bounds over the past few years, in smaller cities and towns, a consistent connection with decent speed is a problem. Without a consistent internet connection for teachers, there can be a lack of continuity in learning for the students. This is detrimental to the education process. For long service teachers, most of them do not have their own laptops. The evidence in the press and mass media a lot shows the teachers who are in rural areas have the problem of not having a laptop to do online learning. Third, some teachers are less skilled in the use of technology. In Malaysia, we all know online learning is rarely practiced in regular school. Due to that, there are teachers who still have incompetent knowledge in the use of technologies such as the use of Google Meet, arranging tasks in the Google Classroom regularly, and so on. Online learning requires teachers to have a basic understanding of using digital forms of learning. Sometimes they do not even have the necessary resource and tools to conduct online class. Okay, that's all for my cons of online learning.
Thank you, teacher Farhan, about our cons. Okay, next we
Okay,
go.
welcome, welcome.
Okay, thank you, teacher Farhan. Okay, next we go to the panel two. Panel two is parent Sakina, but what I see in a webinar, his line is problem. So we go next to the third panel. As a student Hazika, can you explain me about a course in online study?
Thanks for once again to the moderator. Obviously, this is one of my favorite topics to talk, especially about the cost of studying. While logistically sounds taking too many online courses or having poor online instruction can be harmful to a student's future. One of the most glaring issues with online education is the lack of interpersonal communication. If an online course has any sort of discussion element, it is usually written discussion in the form of an online post. For students looking to become successful outside the classroom in any career that requires a verbal communication skill, this could be considered a significant drawback. A big disadvantage to middle and high school students is the lack of one-on-one support. Many at-risk students are behind in reading and math. If they are using online courses to catch up, they may find themselves bothering for further explanation or intervention when they don't grasp a concept. That's all. Thank you from me as a student.
Okay, thank you, Cik Zika. Next, we go to the panel two. Uh, Puan Sakina, have your line is stable right now? Hello, Puan Sakina.
Here right now.
Okay. Uh, okay. We go to the question. What you can say cons about study online as a parent? What you see and you hear your uh, children say to you. Okay, good. Puan Sakina.
Okay, sorry for because I have a bad connection a while. Okay, so I
It's
proceed.
okay, Puan Sakina.
Okay, thank you for understanding. Okay, so my point is the cons of studying online for parents and also student. Okay, they may parents and student misunderstanding such as about helping parents oftenly. I will add like I'm a student and I was recording my video for my assignment and I practiced so many times to make it perfect, smart and good. Suddenly, my parents come into my room and ask for helping immediately. So we can say it may bother the student for proceed their project. Okay, so what I can say, it's pity for student and also parents. Okay, so it's okay if parents have a very good um it's okay if parents have a very good to know how online class began, but mostly parents who is getting older can't acquaint the situation with these online classes. Other than that, I can give an example when students have the online classes and the parents may have a fight or the siblings have a fight, so that make bother and they have the student may have unstable emotion to proceed their classes, so that we can say the parents and student may have miscommunication, so that's not good for their relationship. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Puan Sakina. Okay, next we go to the panel four. Lecturer Mubarak. Uh, what can you say about cons in learning online?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shafinas. So my point is not very long, just a short point. The cons of studying online is first lecturer lose their motivation and lack of motivation. First, we must face with student problems such as not attend to the class, late to join the class, or not respond to the lecturer when we asking question or something. So we feel stressed and disappointed at the time. Then online class affect our two-side communication between student and lecturer. Then my second point is sometimes online learning can make us feel bored. There are no vibes or our home environment not encourage us to continue or start the class. Not only students, we as a lecturer also face the same problem, such as lack of motivation and boring, feel bored. Okay, that's all my point, and so thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lecturer Mubarak. Okay, thank you for the all panel because uh, at some time to come to this webinar, and before I close the webinar, any panel want to add uh, some something to share to our our audience and to me? Any?
Okay. I want to share. We use online learning because the COVID-19, we all know, COVID-19, everybody can go anywhere because the lockdown. Okay. So I want to add the early pace, so we can get many problem on the online learning. So we can slowly study and search how to solve the problem to make the online learning can be practically good and effective to the student and teacher, also lecturer. Okay, that is from me.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Farhan. Um, I so agree of your add point. So, thank you to our panel for giving your opinion from a variety different background. That show we are all in this state of norm or norma baru. Okay, finally, as a moderator, I very understand the pros and cons presented by our panel. So, to the who see and to the audience who watch the webinar, I we expect to avoid a bad thing and do a good thing for the being a successful one day, right? Okay, that's all from we. Thank you.